For months now, poor news and negative news around the Indian football domestic ecosystem and of course the Indian Super League and I-League has dominated the headlines, and the fact that the sport is in pretty much an existential crisis is not lost on anyone. However, it appears as if we are finally reaching a point whereby there can be some light at the end of the proverbial tunnel, because it appears as if all stakeholders are going to be coming together to agree on a new truncated ISL season for this year, followed by, of course, the resumption of regular operations come the next season. Now, obviously, 25-26 would have been when the season was supposed to take place, but with 25 over, it seems like in 2026 itself, you'll have the truncated league, and then a few months later, you'll have a proper league. But what exactly is this truncated league going to look like, and why are we all sounding so confident about it even happening? Well, let's answer the second question first, because the AIFF has sent a letter to the ISL club saying, look, confirm that your participation in this will be done and confirm which kind of a truncated tournament you want. This is exactly a quote from that particular letter that the AIFF has sent to ISL clubs. It says that the AIFF asks ISL clubs to confirm participation and the proposed competition format in the ISL by January 1st, 2026. The AFC, Sports Ministry and Supreme Court will be informed accordingly. So what they're basically telling the clubs is, listen, confirm that you will be participating in the league and confirm the proposed competition format. Why is it that they're asking them to confirm the proposed competition format? Is because normally, whilst the ISL takes place in a very simple format, you'll have a league system which will see each team play all of the other remaining teams at home and away before, of course, the playoffs. Well, this time around, you don't have time for all of that. So there are two proposed formats for the truncated edition of the ISL, and this is what it potentially looks like. The first is a two-conference league that will still feature the knockout rounds. Now, why a two-conference league is because the teams will be divided basis West and East, and then from there, whichever teams qualify for the knockouts will then play in the knockouts. The second is a league-only format that will feature no knockouts. So basically, what a standard league around the world looks like when there's no knockouts, but you'll just have each team play home and away, round robin, and then whoever finishes on top of the points table is crowned the winner. Now, why this is being done is because obviously they don't have enough time. If the league's proposed date to start is in February, there's no way they'd have enough time to play each team home and away twice and then have a full-on playoffs with, semi-finals, final. It's not going to happen. So what they're saying is, let's make it truncated, and these are the two major options. The one major stumbling block that is still there is whether or not ISL clubs will be able to participate in the AFC competitions for the upcoming season. Why do I say that? Because the AFC mandates that every single domestic league of the members that come under them has to feature a bare minimum of 24 matches per team. It is very unlikely that this particular season will see 24 matches per team being played, because quite frankly, you just don't have the time. So the AIFF solution to that is to ask the AFC for some sort of an exemption and say that overlook it for this year, considering these were extenuating circumstances, or if you choose not to, we'll still go ahead and then we'll start playing the bare minimum number of matches come the next season. So that is the major thing. Again, one really hopes that there is some sort of a resolution from the AIFF and the ISL, because again, the Indian football ecosystem is in a massive limbo due to there being no league football, and you're seeing not just investors but even top players slowly but surely leave and look for employment elsewhere, and I don't blame them for that. No one wants to be in an uncertain position. One really hopes, though, that this is in fact light at the end of the tunnel, but only time will tell, given that the Supreme Court themselves will be operational from Jan 5th of 2026. You can let us know in the comments below if you think this is a positive step towards the resumption of domestic Indian football, and don't forget, as always, to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon as well, follow us on social media too. We're on Instagram, X and Facebook, and stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.